So, you want power? Not the fantasy kind, real power. The kind that bends the room without raising your voice, that moves pieces while you stand still. Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power isn't just a book, it's a manual for how the world really works. Ruthless? Sometimes. Uncomfortable? Often. True? Absolutely. In this video, we're diving deep into every single law, all 48, breaking them down in plain language with sharp insight and zero fluff. You'll learn how to build leverage, protect your reputation, move in silence, and control the game without even touching the board. Whether you're climbing the ladder, launching your empire, or just tired of being played, this is the knowledge they hope you never figure out. Let's begin.
Law 1. Never outshine the master. Here's the fastest way to get yourself crushed. Make the person above you feel small. Robert Greene doesn't sugarcoat it. If you shine too brightly in front of your boss, your mentor, your leader, they won't praise you. They'll see you as a threat. Most people think if they just do exceptional work, they'll be rewarded. But power doesn't work that way. Ego is fragile. And when you unintentionally show you're smarter, more talented, or more loved than the person in charge, you trigger something deep, insecurity. And insecurity in power is dangerous. Look at history. Galileo praised the sun, but offended the Pope. Result? House arrest. Instead, make those in power feel like they're the genius, even if you're the one pulling the strings. You're not shrinking, you're playing chess. Never forget, the moment they feel threatened by your shine, they'll make sure it never blinds them again. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Friends will betray you quicker than your enemies. Why? Because they feel entitled. You give them power thinking loyalty comes with it, but friends expect special treatment, and when they don't get it, the resentment simmers. Greene argues that former enemies, on the other hand, are more reliable once they become allies. Why? Because they have something to prove. They've seen both sides. A friend-turned-hater knows where your blind spots are, but an enemy-turned-ally knows your value, and they don't take it for granted. Think about Abraham Lincoln. He filled his cabinet with political rivals. Why? Because they were competent, brutally honest, and motivated. He didn't want yes men. He wanted results. This law is uncomfortable because it goes against our instincts, but in power, instincts are liabilities. The takeaway: don't hire your drinking buddy. Hire the person who challenged you and still respects you. And always keep your eyes open. Loyalty fades. Strategy doesn't.
Law 3. Conceal your intentions. If they know what you're planning, they can stop you. That's the essence of Law 3. Most people overshare. They brag. They talk about their dreams and moves like everyone's rooting for them. But Greene teaches the opposite. Let them see the surface, never the current underneath. Misdirection is power. You want to open a business? Say you're just exploring. You're building something new? Tell them you're downsizing. You need people relaxed, not alert. Because when people sense ambition, they start preparing defenses. Give them comfort, not clues. Hide your plans behind vagueness. Act like nothing's happening while everything is. Think of it like poker. Your hand is fire, but your face is stone. And when you strike, no one saw it coming. Surprise isn't just flashy, it's strategic. Silence isn't weakness, it's setup. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. The more you say, the more chances you give others to use your words against you. Every extra sentence is a leak. Power respects mystery. The powerful speak less because it forces others to fill in the blanks, and that silence makes people nervous, intrigued, and reactive. If you talk too much, you reveal your thoughts. You show your weaknesses, you lose leverage. Greene reminds us that saying less doesn't make you passive, it makes you dominant. Think about the silent leader in a room. Everyone wonders what they're thinking. Meanwhile, the loud one spills all their cards. People assume silence is hiding something, maybe power, maybe danger. Let them assume. That's leverage. Even in conversation, say just enough to be clear, never enough to be read like an open book. Your words are currency. Spend them like gold, not like water.
Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is power in concentrated form. It opens doors, builds trust, and scares off enemies before they even try. And yet, it's fragile. One crack, and it all leaks out. Green calls reputation your greatest asset, not because it's flashy, but because it's silent influence. You walk into a room with a name that holds weight, and people treat you differently. The problem? It takes years to build and seconds to ruin, which means every move you make, every comment, every public post, it all leaves a trail. Your reputation isn't what you think of yourself, it's what others expect from you. And once they expect excellence, loyalty, ruthlessness, creativity, you better deliver or step back until you can. You don't just guard your name, you weaponize it. When your name carries meaning, people act accordingly, even without your presence. Power that works in the room and in your absence, that's real power.
Law 6. Court attention at all costs. In a world where everyone is shouting to be seen, invisibility is death. Power fades in the shadows. Green's message is loud and clear. Attention is currency. Spend it or lose it. But this isn't about being loud for the sake of noise. It's about controlling the spotlight. You want to be known, but for the right reasons. Make your image unforgettable. Be bold, unpredictable, even controversial if necessary. Because obscurity is more dangerous than scandal. Look at icons in any field. They're not always the best, but they're always remembered. You don't have to be outrageous, but you do have to be deliberate. Build an image, protect it, and when needed, reinvent it. Don't let others define who you are. If people are going to talk, give them a script you wrote yourself. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This one makes people squirm, but power isn't about fairness, it's about results. Green doesn't sugarcoat it. Use others' time, effort, and talent to advance your own position. That doesn't mean being a thief. It means being a strategist. You don't need to be the one with all the answers. You just need to be the one who assembles them. Think of a movie director. They don't act, compose, or shoot, but their name goes on the poster. Why? Because they orchestrate. They turn separate parts into a finished product. So do the same. Learn to delegate, outsource, and partner. Then step up when it's time to present the win. Let others do the legwork. Let yourself build the vision. The credit goes to the one who closes the deal, not the one who wrote the memo.
Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. The one who chases is at a disadvantage. When you're the one running toward them, you're not in control. They are. Green's advice? Flip it. Make them come to you. And if they won't, lure them. Make your position, your product, your attention something they desire. Use curiosity, scarcity, or value as bait. When you pull people into your space, you dictate the terms. You're on home turf, and that changes the power dynamic completely. Think of a job offer. The one who gets chased has the leverage. Same in business, same in relationships, same in life. Don't beg, don't pursue blindly. Attract. Set the stage so well they walk toward you thinking it was their idea all along. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. You can argue with words, or you can prove them wrong by doing. Guess which one works? Arguments are emotional. They trigger egos. Even when you're right, the other person resents you for making them feel wrong. You win the debate, but you lose the relationship. Power is about impact, not points scored. So instead of talking endlessly, show the result, quietly, effectively. Win without the applause if needed. Let the outcome speak. Want to silence a critic? Outperform them. Want respect? Produce undeniable value. Green's point is clear. Actions shut down debate faster than words ever will. Less talking, more delivering. People don't follow arguments, they follow results.
Law 10, infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Sounds harsh, but green is unapologetic. Negativity spreads like a virus. If someone's constantly unlucky, bitter, or stuck, you don't need to rescue them. You need to protect yourself. We absorb the energy we're around. Surround yourself with drama and you'll get dragged into it. It's not about judgment, it's about survival. People in a constant state of crisis will pull you down emotionally, financially, even reputationally. You want momentum in life? Stick with those who have it. You want power? Be around people who talk solutions, not just problems. Green's rule is practical. Don't try to fix what doesn't want fixing. It's okay to walk away from the emotional sinkholes. You're not cold, you're choosing your future over someone else's self-destruction.
Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Power isn't just about strength, it's about necessity. The moment people realize they don't need you, you're replaceable. Green's advice? Make yourself essential. Not useful, not convenient, essential. When you hold the key to something they care about, information, resources, connections, solutions, they won't move without you. You become part of their equation for success, and that creates leverage. Don't give away everything you know. Don't teach them to run the whole system without you. Keep a piece of the puzzle only you can solve. Dependency breeds loyalty, not out of love, but out of need. And in the world of power, need is stronger than emotion. You don't want to be liked. You want to be necessary. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Too much honesty is suspicious. Too much generosity looks fake. But just enough in the right moment can completely lower someone's guard. Green calls this a strategy, not a virtue. Show vulnerability. Admit a small mistake. Give an unexpected gift, and suddenly the other person relaxes. They stop seeing you as a threat. That's when their defenses drop. That's when you strike. It's psychological judo, using trust as leverage. The goal isn't to lie, it's to control perception. A con artist doesn't succeed because they're slick. They succeed because they seem honest just long enough to be trusted. Use this sparingly and strategically. One well-placed act of sincerity can buy you more freedom than 10 brilliant arguments.
Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy. People don't care about your problems, they care about their problems. So when you ask for help, don't make it about you, make it about them. Green's law flips the script. Instead of begging for a favor, offer an opportunity. Show them what they gain, not how much you need them, but how much they benefit. Mercy fades, self-interest sticks. You want support? Show how helping you serves their goals. Show them the return on investment. It's not manipulation, it's reality. People move when it's in their favor, so make your ask a win-win, with their win in bold font. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Want power? Listen more than you speak. People hand out information like candy if they think you're on their side. Green teaches that the best way to gather intel is through warmth. Make them feel seen, nodding, agreeing, asking the right questions. Meanwhile, you're collecting data, habits, weaknesses, ambitions, all of it useful. The truth? Most people love to talk about themselves. Use that. Every conversation is a goldmine if you're paying attention. And if you're smart, you're not just listening for gossip, you're listening for leverage. Knowledge is power, and power is quiet until it isn't.
Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Half measures are dangerous. Leave someone standing and they'll regroup, rebuild, and come back stronger. Green's not talking about petty enemies, he's talking about threats to your power. If someone's trying to sabotage you, don't just block them, erase the threat. This law is brutal, but rooted in history. Caesar, Napoleon, Machiavelli, they didn't let rivals walk away with a warning. They neutralized them completely. Why? Because resentment grows in silence. Mercy breeds revenge. If you must strike, strike so hard there's nothing left to retaliate. This isn't about being cruel, it's about being final. In power games, unfinished business is future war. Make sure when you win, it's not temporary, it's permanent. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Familiarity breeds contempt. The more people see you, the less they value you. Green flips the usual advice. Instead of staying visible all the time, pull back strategically. Let them feel your absence. Leave the room wanting more. Because power isn't just about presence, it's about timing. When you're always available, your value drops. But when you step away, you create space. That space builds mystery, longing, curiosity. And when you return with weight. This works in business, in relationships, in leadership. Absence is not weakness, it's demand creation. Just like luxury brands or exclusive clubs, what's hard to get feels more valuable. So don't just show up, vanish, and let your silence do the talking.
Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Predictability is comfort, but comfort is control, and you don't want others feeling like they've figured you out. Green's advice? Be unpredictable. Not random, strategic. Keep them guessing. One day warm, one day cold. One time silent, the next explosive. Why? Because uncertainty keeps people on edge, and people on edge don't plot, they react. When others don't know what you'll do next, they can't prepare. They start adjusting to you. They hesitate, and in that hesitation, you lead. Look at powerful figures in history. Their unpredictability wasn't chaos, it was dominance. You don't want to be erratic, you want to be unreadable. Mystery makes people cautious, and caution keeps you ahead. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. The instinct to hide when things feel threatening is strong, but Green warns that isolation is a trap. When you cut yourself off, you lose information, you lose influence, and worst of all, you lose touch. Power thrives on connection, flow, eyes everywhere. The fortress feels safe, but it turns you into a sitting target. In business, in politics, even socially, the most dangerous place to be is disconnected. Fortresses are static, and static means weak. Instead, build networks, stay mobile, stay alert. Keep your ear to the ground and your face in the room. Isolation feels like protection, but in the long run, it's slow death. Stay visible, stay surrounded. That's where power moves.
Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Not all enemies are created equal. Green stresses this. Some people forgive, some forget, some explode. The key to survival is knowing who's who. You might think a jab is harmless until the quiet one burns your whole bridge down. Power is about reading the room, knowing who you can joke with, push, pressure, and who you must handle with silk gloves. Every person has a fuse. Your job is to know the length. Misreading someone's pride, ego, or insecurity can cost you everything. So before you act, assess. Don't treat everyone the same. Treat them according to what they'll do when pushed. And if you're unsure, tread lightly. One wrong move against the wrong person, and you're not just wrong, you're done. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. Loyalty sounds noble, but Green calls it what it often is, a trap. The moment you tie yourself to a single person, group, or cause,
you limit your freedom. Instead, stay fluid. Keep your independence. Float between sides if needed. Let people chase you, compete for your allegiance. When you're unattached, you're unpredictable, and that unpredictability creates value. Commit to no one, and everyone wants to win you over. That's leverage. Think of it like being a free agent in sports. Teams offer more, beg more, respect more when you haven't signed the dotted line. The moment you commit fully, your power shrinks. The moment you say, "I'm yours," they stop working to keep you. So stay just out of reach. Be loyal to yourself first. That's not betrayal. That's strategy.